News from around the globe. Hot, fresh, balanced and objective.
Hello and welcome to News Hour on Unity TV. The headlines. Anarchists have lost the battle. Better downs awaits Nigeria, says Buhari. Atiku will win without G5 governor, says campaign council. Federal government declared Monday 26 and Tuesday 27 December 2022 as public holidays to mark the Christmas and Boxing Days. 70-year-old suspected kidnapper orders nabbed in PLATEAU. And on the foreign scene, Burkina Faso declares UN coordinators persona non grata. And in sports, Manchester United announced new board appointment amidst takeover process. Those were the headlines, and for details and more of the stories, I am Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. President Muhammadu Buhari on Saturday assured Nigerians that those who sought to violently disrupt the peace of Nigeria had lost the battle, saying better down awaited Nigeria in 2023 and beyond. The president stated this in his 2022 Christmas message, describing the celebration as unique. It is my last Christmas message as president. 22 weeks from now, this administration will hand over to another. It is another opportunity to show the rest of the world that Nigeria is indeed ready to consolidate its democratic credentials, as has been noted in international circles. Let the peace and joy that pervade this period continue well into the new year up to the elections in February and beyond. He also wants to assure Nigerians that those who seek to violently disrupt the peace of our nation have lost the battle. Our country is blessed with a wealth of human and material resources. Let's celebrate our blessings this season with a trust that a better dawn awaits Nigeria. While wishing all citizens a Merry Christmas, Buhari enjoined all Nigerians to continue to celebrate Christmas as united people, showing genuine love, care, compassion, and empathy for one another. He also heartily rejoiced with our Christian brothers and sisters on the occasion of this year's Christmas. The federal government has declared Monday 26 and Tuesday 27 December 2022 as public holidays to mark the Christmas and Boxing Days. Also Monday, January 2, 2023 has been declared a public holiday to mark the New Year's Day. Minister of Interior Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, who made the declaration, also rejoiced with Christians and all Nigerians at home and in the diaspora on these Christmas and New Year celebrations. He enjoined Christians to emulate Jesus Christ in deeds and follow his teachings, especially on faith, hope, and love. He emphasized that peace and security were two critical conditions for economic development and prosperity, urging Christians and Nigerians to make the best use of this festive period to pray for the total eradication of any vestige of insecurity in our dear nation. He reminded Nigerians that the coming year, 2023, was an election and political transition year, noting that Nigerians should prepare to make it a huge success by voting peacefully and avoiding anything capable of marring the exercise in any way. The minister also assured that the government had put in place effective measures for the security of lives and property, even as he urged Nigerians to support the efforts of security agencies by providing useful information that will assist them in the performance of their duties. He asked citizens to report any suspicious persons, or activities to the nearest security agency and through the N-Alert application on Android and iOS. President Muhammadu Buhari has described the Public Complaints Commission (PCC) as the best-suited agency to domicile the whistleblowing policy of the federal government. The president stated this while responding to requests by the Chief Commissioner of the Commission, Chief Abimbola Ayo Yusuf, and members of the management team during a courtesy visit on Friday in Abuja. He thanked the Commission for conferring him the award of the Grand Ombudsman of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Buhari pledged to continue to do his best in expanding the frontiers of anti-corruption, rule of law, and good governance in Nigeria. On the request by the PCC, the president assured that the commission will be considered as the agency where the policy will be domiciled. The president also promised speedy consideration of the commission's application to own a radio station to facilitate dissemination of its activities to the citizenry and to enhance its public enlightenment programs. On the honorary award presented to the president, Ayo Yusuf praised Buhari for realizing all outstanding pension liabilities from 2014 to retirees of the federal government, especially those of the Treasury-funded ministry, departments and agency MDAs under the contributory pension scheme. He added that the president also approved the payment of backlog of debt benefits due to beneficiaries of deceased employees of MDAs. Ahead of the February 2023 presidential election, loyalists of the candidates of the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, have predicted outright victory for the former vice president. They said they were confident of the PDP's candidate's victory with or without the support of the 5 governors who are currently not participating in the party's electioneering. This is even as Atiku's men said the solidarity enjoyed by the candidate cut across party lines, noting that the task to rescue Nigeria from the ills of the past 7.5 years should be supported by well-meaning Nigerians, irrespective of their religion and political leanings. Speaking on Saturday, the Director of Strategic Communication, National Election Management Committee of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Presidential Campaign Committee, Chief Dele Momodu, said Atiku had distinguished himself from other contestants in the race to Aso Rock, stressing that there is no candidate today that can stop Atiku from becoming Nigeria's president. None of the candidates has his pedigree, exposure, competence, temperament, and network. He has paid his dues, having staked his life in the growth and development of democracy in Nigeria in the past 29 years. His crowning glory will come in 2023. The African Democratic Congress ADC has assured women, youth, and people living with disabilities that they were integral to the coming 2023 election in Lagos State, as the incoming ADC government will be an inclusive one. Mabel Obo, African Democratic Congress National Diversity and Inclusion Director, made the party's stance known during the official visit of Lagos Mothers for Good Governance to the ADC deputy governorship candidate Rosemary Giwa Amo and other executives of the party yesterday in Ikeja, Lagos. According to Obo, who is also the national representative in ADC Lagos 2023 Campaign Committee, the inclusion of women, youth, and people living with disabilities in the election and subsequent governance structure in 2023 takes center stage in ADC's agenda in the interest of Lagosians and Nigerians, stressing that they will back their talk with action. ADC remained the only political party with the highest number of persons living with disabilities and women as candidates in the country. A 70-year-old man, Aaron Dowang, his accomplice, and some other gangs of suspected kidnappers have been nabbed by the Plateau State Police Command, which also rescued the victims. The police also arrested some suspected armed robbers and recovered stolen motorcycles and a tricycle from the suspected criminal. The State Commissioner, Bartholomew Onyeka, who paraded the suspects at the police headquarters in Jos, assured residents that adequate measures have been taken for hitch-free Christmas and New Year's celebrations. He commended the peace-loving people of Plateau State for their peaceful conduct during 2 major political parties' presidential campaigns held in the state recently, and appealed to the supporters of those parties in the state to replicate such a laudable posture in subsequent campaigns and the forthcoming 2023 general elections. The State Commissioner of Police further pointed out that tricycle operation within Jos Metropolis and Bukuru on the 25th and 26th of December 2022 have been suspended, while the ban on motorcycles is still in force, adding that the use of fireworks, firecrackers, and knockouts are totally banned before, during, and after the Christmas and New Year celebrations. He therefore appealed to the general public, especially traditional rulers, religious leaders, parents and guidance to warn and discourage their subjects, congregants, children and wards, respectively, from purchasing and lightening these devices. Meanwhile, the command has arrested 8 suspected kidnappers in Jos North and Mangu local government areas of Plateau State. The Commissioner of Police said, acting on a tip-off from a reliable informant, one Ashuri Ibrahim, aged 22-year-old, of Angworogo, Jos, who was suspected to have kidnapped one Abubakar Sadiq Nazifi, aged 4 years old, of Zamzam, Abuja Mata Rikas, was arrested by hawk-eyed police operatives attached to a division of the command at Leicester Hotel area in the process of collecting a 3 million naira ransom from the victim's parents. He said upon interrogation, the suspect made some useful disclosures that led to the rescue of the victim from the kidnappers then unhurt, adding that further investigation led to the arrest of his accomplice, one Bashiru Saleh of Rikos Jos, who initiated the kidnap. Troops of Operation Forest Sanity have killed 10 bandits in 2 similar operations, seizing 6 motorcycles during ambush patrols in Chukun and Birnungwari local government areas, respectively, of Kaduna State. Reports said the troops set up ambush positions at bandits' crossing points in the area and fell to the superior weaponry of the troops. A statement on Friday by the State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruan, said, troops of Operation Forest Sanity neutralized 8 bandits and seized 6 motorcycles during ambush patrols in the Chukun, Birnungwari general areas. According to feedback to the Kaduna State government, the troops set up ambush positions at bandits' crossing points in the Bukuru Birnungwari area. The troops thus made contact with bandits and neutralized 8 while recovering 4 motorcycles and 3 mobile phones in the first successful mission. The troops then engaged bandits in a second mission and recovered 2 motorcycles. The troops also dislodged camps around Garki and Galadi Mawa in Giwa local government area, recovering 3 Dane guns, 2 magazines, some military uniforms, and 9 motorcycles. And on the foreign scene, Burkina Faso's military government declared the UN's coordinator in the country's persona non grata on Friday, calling on her to leave the country on the same day. Burkinabe Foreign Minister Olivia Rwamba said UN coordinator Barbara Manzi's decision to unilaterally withdraw non-essential UN staff from the capital, Ouagadougou, justified the move to expel her from the country. Rwamba said on national television that such withdrawal discredits and tarnishes the image of the country and puts off potential investors, adding that it's unthinkable and they have to take responsibility. The foreign minister added that Manzi had predicted chaos in Burkina Faso in the coming months. Only appointed in the post last summer, Manzi finds herself now accused of being a negative influence and of interfering in the political affairs of Burkina Faso. AFP quoted an unnamed government source as saying, the poor landlocked West Africa country have been struggling with a militant insurgency and security upheavals recently. It witnessed 2 military coups this year alone. The UN coordinator expulsion comes days after Burkina Faso expelled 2 French nationals working for a domestic company they were accused of espionage. Media organizations in the country have also reported a clampdown on their activities. The French state-owned radio broadcaster Radio France International, RFI, was suspended in Burkina Faso earlier this month. Manzi was named the UN resident coordinator in Burkina Faso last August. Previously, she had served in similar roles in Djibouti, Ukraine, Iraq, Myanmar, and Sri Lanka. And in sports, Manchester United have made a new appointment to the board with established legal individual Patrick Stewart being added to the club's PLC board of directors. Stewart have been associated with United for more than a decade and have served in several capacities, including chief legal officer and general counsel. In his appointment to the PLC board of directors, Stewart's responsibilities will revolve around handling the club's legal and regulatory affairs. He will be tasked with overseeing and ensuring cordial relationship with stakeholders in football for the betterment of Manchester City. Stewart's announcement comes after the Glazers announced they were looking for new investment opportunities for the Red Devils. This includes a full or partial sale of the club. Takeover talks seem to be gathering pace after a report indicated the Glazers and their representatives, the Rain Group, have set a deadline of the first quarter of 2023 to complete a full sale. Another report relayed that United co-owner, Avram Glazer, held talks with Qatar, Saudi Arabia and Dubai-based investors over a full sale of the club. With this story, we've come to the end of our bulletin for today. You can follow us on our social media handles at Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at Unity Radio FM TV, respectively. My name is Rukayat Sani Ibrahim. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of our programs. Unity.